Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, I don't know why I'm grinning like an idiot. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And also, I was just wanted to say, if you think these are really accurate for you, can you imagine how your own personal specific reading would be? With that said, I want to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So my lunar brothers and sisters, let's see, what are you removing, releasing or letting go of from your life path this week? What are you removing, releasing or letting go of from your life path this week? This week you've got the Nine of Swords. You are letting go of worry. You are letting go of fear. You are letting go of anxiety. This is a time for you to step forward, my dear Cancers. We've seen this, right? There has been this really deep excavation of who you are, of how things are changing, of how you attune yourself to the world and to people around you. And by doing, by doing this, by letting go of the anxiety, the worry, the fear, what you're letting go of this week is all of the emotions that have held you back. And I feel like as well, Cancer's gone through this metamorphosis lately of understanding, yes, I'm attuned to all emotions, yes, I read emotions from the environment, from other people. That is what, it's the Cancerian superpower, right? It's what allows you and affords you so much intuition, so much intuitive ability, so much empathic ability as well, right? But I feel like what's happened over the last 2 months is it's almost like you've got in touch with this understanding that, okay, yeah, I can pick up all feelings, but not all feelings are necessarily meant to be processed through me. Some things I can just pick up and say, oh, it's like coming into contact with dog poo. Like, you can smell it and it's there, but you wouldn't necessarily go over and put your foot in it, would you? I feel like that's that's such a grim way to look at it, but it really is that. Do you know what I mean? It's like Cancerians have come up against it, or come into this ability to live in their power. So to recognize emotions before it gets messy, before it gets ugly. And it's kind of like, do I want to go into that? I can feel around. Yeah, no, that probably doesn't work for me. Thank you, but I'll be on to whatever or whoever is next. And a big part of that is really releasing all of the older baggage, all of the emotional debris. So what are you working on now? What is at the heart or the meat of the matter? What is going on this week? And this week you get the Two of Pentacles, making grounded practical decisions, really starting to live in the world as opposed to on it, really starting to interact with people and see everything and everyone as it exactly is. The Two of Pentacles is always about being thrifty. It's about looking after your finances. And I feel like with this big shift on an internal emotional level, there's going to come more, it's almost like you're paying more attention to your money. You're paying more attention to your finances, to your career, to what the next step is, to where I go from here, where I go from here. How do I get to where it is that I want to be? I really like this. This Two of Pentacles suggests that you are now getting a bit more serious about your money. You're getting a bit more serious about your bags. Do you know what I mean? And saying to yourself, look, how do I move on from here? And now that I feel a lot more clearer inside. So check this out, and I've been saying this for years. Can you imagine a Cancerian that was able to go into their business work, go into their business, into their place of work, into their job, and use that ability on their ability to make money? Take a moment to think about that. You have this amazing superpower. Utilize it. It looks like this week you're going to start to do that, and the dividends over the long term could be amazing. So what is the energy that is trying to break into your life this week? You get the Emperor. Living and breathing and being your own authority. Now, the Emperor represents the sign of Aries. So this is about what we want to pioneer, what we stand for, what we are really ready, willing and able to stand up for. What I find really interesting about this is you know, Aries is a very different energy to Cancer, right? However, there is this sort of rod of steel up the back of a Cancer, you know, like you maybe necessarily don't associate a Cancerian with that, but there is a real strength to them, you know, when they're in their power. What you're being asked to do with that Emperor card is really to make things real. So you've got the Two of Pentacles there, which is bringing things into actuality. It's having you look at things to really pay attention to the details and focusing on your money. The Emperor card there is what you're welcoming in then, is the ability to learn certain skills from certain types of people, but also to put them into practice. This is about making things real now. There's a real sort of determination that starts to set in for you guys this week. I say you guys, I'm a moon sign in Cancer. I was born under the full moon. In fact, I think I was born 2 minutes before the totality of the full moon in the sign of Cancer at the 20th degree. So I'm right there with you, right? Anyway, with that said, my darlings, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I will see you very soon for more videos.